September 24, 2022. Before daybreak, Mars is visible between the Bull's Head and Horns. In the evening, Saturn leads the planet parade westward. Photo caption, 2022, June 24, Venus and Mercury before sunrise. By Jeffrey L. Hunt. Chicago, Illinois, sunrise, 6:40 a.m. CDT, sunset, 6:44 p.m. CDT. Check local sources for sunrise and sunset times for your location. Even though the equinox occurred 2 days ago, daylight is still longer than darkness. At Chicago's latitude, there is no exact day of 12 hours of daylight and nighttime. During the next 2 days, nighttime begins to exceed daytime. Here is today's planet forecast. Morning sky. Chart caption, 2022, September 24, Jupiter is low in the west-southwest during morning twilight. Step outside an hour before sunrise, bright Jupiter is low in the west-southwest. It is lower each morning. The planet continues the retrograde motion illusion compared to Pisces, as our world quickly moves between the Jovian giant and the Sun. Chart caption, 2022, September 24, before daybreak, Mars is high in the south between the Bull's Head and Horns. Bright Mars is high in the south, marching eastward in front of Taurus. It is about halfway from Aldebaran and the Hyades star cluster, outlining the Bull's Head, to the Horns, tipped by Elnath and Zeta Tauri. Mars' quick march is beginning to slow to begin its retrograde on October 30. Chart caption, 2022, September 24, through a binocular, Mars is west of Iota Tauri, Iota Tau. Through a binocular, Mars is west of Iota Tauri, Iota Tau on the chart. It passed the star yesterday morning. Mars moves into the same binocular field as Zeta Tauri in a few mornings. The red planet does not appear in the same field of view with Zeta and Elnath. The stellar pair is too far apart to fit into a single binocular field. Mars passes between the Horns on October 17 for the first of 3 times during this opposition period. Chart caption, 2022, September 24, the thin crescent moon is below Regulus before sunrise. 15 minutes later, the razor-thin crescent moon, 2% illuminated, is less than 10 degrees up in the east. It is over 15 degrees to the lower left of Regulus, Leo's brightest star. This is the last morning to see the lunar orb in this phase cycle. The moon reaches its new moon phase tomorrow at 4:55 p.m. CDT, beginning lunation 1234. The lunation, a cycle of lunar phases, counting system began on January 17, 1923 with lunation 1. The system was started by E. W. Brown, who worked on the details of the moon's orbit. Look for the waxing crescent moon low in the west-southwest after sundown in 3 evenings. Venus, rising 39 minutes before the Sun, is more difficult to see. As sunrise approaches, it is very low in the eastern sky with a binocular. Can you find it without the binocular's optical assist? Venus is moving toward its superior conjunction on October 22. Then, it slowly climbs into the western evening sky after sunset, shining as the evening star. Later in the year it joins Mercury, Saturn, Jupiter, and Mars for another 5-planet display. Meanwhile, Venus and Jupiter are nearly 180 degrees apart in the sky, a planet-to-planet opposition. After October 1, Jupiter sets before Venus rises. Evening sky. Chart caption, 2022, September 24, after sundown, Jupiter and Saturn are in the eastern sky. Jupiter and Saturn are in the eastern sky after sunset. Jupiter's opposition occurs in 2 evenings. It rises at about sunset this evening and is low in the east as the sky darkens. The ringed wonder leads the planet parade westward through the evening sky. This planet is less than 1/3 of the way up in the southeast at 1 hour after sunset, near the stars Deneb Al-Jidi and Nashira in eastern Capricornus. Chart caption, 2022, September 24, through a binocular, Saturn is opening a gap to Nashira and closing in on Iota Capricorni, Iota Cap. Through a binocular, Saturn is widening the gap to Nashira and moving toward Iota Capricorni, Iota Cap on the chart. Saturn continues with its retrograde for about another month. Mars rises before midnight and a few hours later the red planet, Jupiter, and Saturn are strung across the sky from east to the west-southwest.